Hello and welcome to BBQ School 101 with Big Nate BBQ. And today we're going to be talking about how to acquire an affordable smoker. Now I just want to be clear that this video is designed for the newbie or the amateur who doesn't really know how to smoke meats. Maybe they had some really good barbecue at a friend's house, at a restaurant that was just out of this world. You know, you go and you have great barbecue melt in your mouth and you're just blown away by it and you want to know, well, what does it take to get my toes wet? You know, I don't want to jump in with 2 feet just yet. You know, spend $400 or $500 on a smoker, right? This is more for, so if you're trying to figure out, well, what does it take to get in without spending too much money, this video is for you. So if you already know how to make brisket, if you already have a good smoker and you can make good BBQ, this really isn't for you. So if you're new and you want to figure out how can you replicate some of that great barbecue that you had, right? Well, the first thing to do is, well, you got to figure out what kind of smoker you need. You need a smoker if you want to make barbecue. And it can be a little bit confusing and it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? There's a lot of different smokers out there at different price points, at different price ranges. I mean, you have your kind of industrial looking offset smokers here. This is a big thing you see here. And then you got these vertical smokers here. Like, I don't know what, like, that you can make a lot of meat on that too, you know. And then you have these kind of charcoal, Weber Smoky Mountain charcoal barbecue smokers. And then you have the old hickory smokers. And then you got the Weber kettle. So what kind of smoker do you want to buy? And there's a lot more than just these five that are on the slide right now. There's a lot more than these, a lot of variations on these things. I mean, even with offset smokers, there's offset like Langs where they do weird stuff with the airflow in there. So that's a trick question though. You don't want to buy a smoker, especially if you're beginning, because what you really want to do is you want to convert a Weber kettle to be a smoker. All right. So you don't, that's a trick question because you don't want to be spent. I mean, if you look at these, even on the cheap side, I mean, this is going to cost you a few grand, right? This is probably one to 2,000. This right here is probably 1 to 2,000. All hickory pits, I don't know. These two are a little bit more affordable, and this is actually what I have. But that's a trick question. Don't just go and buy a smoker. Even on the cheap side, you're going to be looking to drop $300 or so dollars, okay? What you really want to do is convert a Weber kettle to be a smoker. Now, let me give you 5 reasons why the Weber kettle is the best smoker for a beginner. Number 1 is it's super affordable, and I want to emphasize that this is key here, okay? You don't want to break the bank just to try making BBQ. If you're going to make BBQ once every 2 months, why would you buy a $1,000 smoker, okay? Get a Weber kettle. It's super affordable. And number 2 is they're high quality products. I mean, it's just plain and simple. It's like, you buy a good quality, high quality product that is built to last. And they have a 10-year warranty. That says something about Weber. They're willing to back up their products for 10 years. The third is that it's multi-use. You can take this and smoke with it, and if you don't want to be making a brisket or a pulled pork, you can also just make burgers on this thing, and cook whatever you want over direct heat too. The fourth is that it's an easier temperature control. I find that it's a little bit more, it's quicker to respond when I make adjustments in the vents to the temperature on a Weber kettle than it is on smokers. And the fifth reason is that it makes great BBQ. I mean, chances are you're probably wondering, well, if I use the Weber kettle in my backyard, it's been there for 10 years already, it's going to make me good barbecue. The answer to that is absolutely yes. I mean, I've made ribs and pulled pork on these things where I was like, man, I can't believe I made this on a Weber kettle. I mean, it's really, really incredible stuff here. And like I said, as a beginner, affordability is key. You don't want to be spending, $500-600 just to make BBQ 1 or 2 times, and then you're like, oh man, it's too much of a hassle. I'd just rather go to the restaurant, right? I'd rather just go buy my barbecue instead of making it. So let me just show you how much these brand new ones cost. This is the base model, 22-inch, okay? So you got to get the 22-inch model. Don't get the 18-inch model. 18-inch model is too small. You get the 22-inch charcoal grill. Look at this. It's $109 if you buy it on Amazon, okay? That's $109. That's not bad at all. That's a dang good price for a Weber kettle, okay? For a smoker, okay? Now you look here. This is off OfferUp, and this is near Phoenix. right? It's in a suburb called Gilbert. And this is a Weber kettle that's going for $70, right? So you're now we're getting into the realm of, wow, it only takes, $70 and you can make some amazing barbecue. And yeah, it's a little dirty and there's charcoals in there, but just wash off the top if you want or wipe it down. Throw some charcoals in there, run it to like 700 degrees, 600 degrees, and just burn all whatever is left in there from the previous owner. Just burn that out. That's $70. So let's just do some math, okay? And let's do the total cost of conversion. All you need to do to convert a Weber kettle to a smoker is 2 fire bricks for $3, okay? So if you buy a brand new Weber kettle for $109 and then you go down to Home Depot or Lowe's for $3 and you buy 2 fire bricks, you're out $112, okay? Now let's suppose that you get a used kettle, right? Not even a new one, you get a used one, and let's just add up $5 because I think $75 is more common, okay? So if you get a used kettle at $75 and then you get 2 fire bricks, you're looking at $78. That is nothing, okay? $78 is like nothing. That's hardly anything, And this is for comparison. An Oklahoma Joe Highland stick burner is about $300. The Weber Smoky Mountain 18-incher for $330. Okay, this is actually what I have, and it makes great barbecue, but I was smoking on a Weber kettle for a while before I bought one of these. Okay, the Smoky Mountain 22-inch, the big boy version of the 18, $439. The Oklahoma Joe Longhorn, $449. A Yoder Cheyenne, it's $1,000. Okay, and so my question to you is, why would you spend $300, $400, $500, $1,000 on a smoker when you can make extremely good barbecue that rivals any of the barbecue you make on a smoker here for $112 or even cheaper, $78? I mean, heck, if you might even have a Weber kettle in your backyard. It just take you $3 to convert that thing, right? Why would you spend $300? That's 100 times more than what you need to be spending. Okay, guys, here's how you want to convert your Weber kettle into a smoker. So the first thing you got to do is go down to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever and get yourself 2 of these fire bricks, okay? You want something that can stand up to high temperatures. I think these can stand up to like 1,500 degrees or maybe 1,000 degrees, so get yourself something strong and sturdy. Don't buy these on Amazon. They're gonna charge you like $35 or $40 to buy a pack of 6. If you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, you can get one for $1 or $1.50. Save yourself some money, okay? So you get yourself 2 of these. It's super dead simple, okay? Line them up right in the middle of the Weber kettle. What that does is that allows you to do 2-zone cooking, okay? So that is what allows you to do your smoking and to smoke the meat with indirect heat. So you put the charcoals over here. We have this here, these bricks to block the heat from the charcoal, okay? So the only way that the heat can cook the meat is if by coming up, and like I said, this is 2 zones. So obviously, you're not gonna, if you're doing a pork shoulder butt or you're doing a brisket, you're not gonna throw the meat on top of the coals and let it go for 10 hours. Obviously, you're gonna put the meat on this side, and you're gonna, that way, when you put the meat on this side, you see you got these bricks down the middle, blocking the heat from the bottom, so the heat goes over the top and out through the vents. And to make it even better, you can get yourself one of these aluminum foil pans, put it on top of here, put some water in there, your meat goes here, and like I said, this is low and slow, so you position the vents directly over the meat and you open the vents up just like that. And that, guys, is how you convert your Weber kettle into a smoker.